Thank you, Lisa.
Are we recording?
Mhm.
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. Come on in. Today, I'm supposed to talk about my communication style. But that format's already been done. Been there, done that. Thank you, Juan. So instead, I want to give a speech in my communication style, and we can play a little guessing game. The title of my speech is thus The Communication Game. But don't worry, it's a multiple choice test. I will be giving my speech in one of 3 communication styles. Everyone can see? So if I give my speech in the initiating communication style, hopefully I'll be enthusiastic, friendly, and maybe spontaneous. If I give my speech in a supportive communication style, I'll be calm, sincere, and maybe a little indecisive. And if I give my speech in a direct communication style, I will be succinct, specific, and demanding. Everybody clear? The 3 communication styles, I will try my best to give a speech in one of those. Everybody comfortable here? Everybody good? All right, let's get started. As an example of my communication style, I will be talking about the 3 foods that I would eat if I could only eat those 3 foods for the rest of my life. This is a very important question. I pondered it for a very long time. I wanted to choose 3 foods that would be well-rounded, because it would be a shame if I lived a short life because I was nutritionally deficient. Therefore, the first food that I'm going to be picking is called the HusbandWife Dish. The HusbandWife Dish is sliced beef, tendon, tripe, and other cow parts, served cold in a pool of Szechuan chili oil and Szechuan peppercorns. I'll pass that around. Everybody can enjoy it as much as I do. And the reason it's called the husband and wife dish is because husband and wife pairs are spicy. Husband and wife pairs fight about petty things, like which way the toilet paper should fall. It's forward, just so you know, forward in my house. Husband and wife pairs also fight about how to squeeze the toothpaste. Is it from the bottom up or somewhere in the middle? In my house, bottom up. Bottom up. Husband and wife pairs are spicy because they fight in the aisles of IKEA. I know what you're saying. I've never seen anyone fight in the aisles of IKEA. That's because you're not looking close enough. I challenge you, next time you're in IKEA, if you're in the curtains aisle, you'll see 2 couples fighting about how long curtain panels should be, how wide they should be, how many we should buy, if they should be privacy, or blah, blah, blah. You'll also find them in the dinnerware section. What do we need a set of 8? We're only 2 people. You will find that. But they're often very quiet, so you have to be on the extra lookout. So true husband and wife pairs are spicy, and that's why I want to have the husband and wife dish daily, to remind me that the fight that Alan and I had in the curtains aisle of IKEA just means that we were meant for each other. Everybody still okay? Anybody thirsty? Just pass them around. If you're thirsty, take a little sip. I know that just looking at this spicy dish makes me salivate a little bit too. All right. The second food that I'm going to choose, corned beef sandwich, double sauerkraut. And the reason I chose this dish is because it reminds me of the food that I ate every day when I was pregnant with my first son. Of course, I wasn't very fancy then, so my version of this was Oscar Mayer roast beef on a toasted English muffin with a Velastic pickle on top. This is the grown-up version. And I love sauerkraut. I also love a pickle on the side. And this thing needs to be served on toasted rye or pumpernickel. Pumpernickel doesn't get enough love these days, so we pass that around. And now you're asking me, Lisa, what about sourdough bread? Too much sour. I need the sauerkraut to shine. I don't want any sourdough. So that's my second choice. The corned beef double sauerkraut sandwich. And the reason why I want to eat this food every day is because sometimes you need a little sourness in your life to really enjoy the sweetness. Just like that we have valleys in our life to enjoy the peaks, we need a little sourness to enjoy the sweetness. But before I move on to my third food, I just want to say, Timer, thank you for keeping me on track. You're doing a great job. The last food that I would choose is cheesecake. Well-rounded meal, right? We got appetizer, main dish, cheesecake. But not just any cheesecake. I don't want nothing from no frozen grocery store aisle. Don't even tell me, oh, you're gonna say cheesecake back, because I'm not. I want a slice of cheesecake from Sweets Cheesecake in Gaithersburg. The filling on this cheesecake is like heaven in your mouth. Airy, fluffy, sweet, not too sweet, a little bit of salt to offset that sweetness. And the crust, buttery, but not overpoweringly buttery. Crumbles in your mouth. Now you're thinking, Lisa, why are you tempting us and teasing us with this delicious description of cheesecake? Well, folks, because I always want to create a friendly Toastmasters environment, I have for you behind door number 1.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That is right, folks. A cookies and cream cheesecake from Sweets Bakery. Now, before I cut this, and I know you're all dying to try this, I just want to give our contestants a guess at what my communication style is. So we'll start with 1. What do you think my communication style is, given my speech about foods? Just one word.
Question, isn't it?
Just one word. Go, quickly, before I run out of time. Direct. Amber.
I was thinking initiating, but I saw some decisiveness too.
Okay, initiating. Shirley.
I think initiating because you're very
Initiating.
enthusiastic.
Lisa.
Supportive.
Well, I'm already out of time, but it is initiating. It is initiating. So thank you very much.